At Phantom Works, 3 things matter to us. Cars, country,
This motor rocks.
and cars. We make cars better than the day they rolled out. And for us, this is more than a job.
It's not gonna fit.
Love your car as much as we do, and we're gonna get along fine.
I wanted 3 machine guns.
Mostly. Truth is, if we have to pick between you and your car,
Oh, I guess it's here.
we're not picking you.
Awesome.
The 69 Camaro coming in today. The owner says he got it out of a restoration shop. It was supposed to be ready to go, but he's got some problems. I gave the car to Steve. He's got a tremendous eye for detail. Okay, Steve, I heard you had some news for me.
Yeah, you can see how this thing's been all Frankenstein together. There's the obvious stuff. This brake line is just hose clamped to the axle.
Okay.
They actually welded the mount on poorly, but didn't use it. This is obviously routed incorrectly.
Well, shit, no wonder you had to because it's so long. Wait a second.
Caliper on wrong.
What the? That one's on the forward side. This one's on the trailing side.
They have the shock back here, brake up
Okay.
here. Shock up front, brake in the back.
Okay.
We have coilover shocks with no coils on them.
Wait a second. Coilovers without the coils.
Yep.
Oh, this is special. They didn't bother clamping or welding the exhaust together.
The entire front suspension has obviously been replaced. Tie rod ends are new, ball joints are new, everything is new, except for the upper control arm mounts. Nothing was ever greased at all. There's not a single drop of grease in anything.
I've seen a lot of bandaged together cars over the years, and I've never seen one bandaged as badly as this 69 Camaro. Take a look over here. See how big the gap is here? There's only one way to get that gap on the bottom of the fender because the door is actually reasonably straight against the quarter. The entire subframe is actually rotated up, so we have to rotate the subframe back down because they cut it and welded it on a rotisserie. As the car was bowed, they cut it apart then and re-welded it together in a bowed configuration. This is a little bit overwhelming to look at a car that's just been restored, and this car had to be better than this before they ever started. We're gonna go out and drive it and see what else we find, because this is just unacceptable. I only drove it 30 feet to bring it in the shop. I think it's time to get out on the road, and what the heck, let's take a chance. I ain't going over 25, but we may not make it. Okay, that doesn't sound good.
That's the tire rubbing the fender.
Okay, well, there's the e-brake.
Works great.
This is gonna be a short test drive.
He drive it in.
He drove this thing on the freeway 30 miles to get it to the shop.
Can't imagine.
All right, this test drive really needs to be over. Let's get this thing back to the house. The suspension is horrible. The tires are rubbing on the wheel wells. The brakes don't function well. The car doesn't steer true at all. This is the worst test drive of any restored car I've ever been on in my life. All right.
This guy got hosed. It drives like a car that's been beat on for the last 30 years and not touched. Not one that just came out of a restoration shop.
I gotta call the owner. It's so fundamentally bad. Here's what I would like you to do. Start putting together a list of what it is that we would need to do in terms of parts.
Wow. This is gonna be a fun one.
The owner of a 1953 Morgan is coming in to talk to us about developing and building a convertible top for his car. Come on in. Hey, Mike.
Dan, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Please grab a seat. It feels like we've been talking about the Morgan top for a while, so is it time to get that going?
I believe it is.
I'm actually excited about it. This is going to be our first Morgan custom convertible original style top.
I brought some photographs of the car.
Okay. Oh, it's gorgeous. I like the color scheme too. The folded down windshield, very nice.
Give me a bit of a challenge. I don't have the bows. I don't have attachments on the front of the windshield. I don't have the bracket, and I don't have the top.
But other than that, we're good.
Other than that, we're great.
I've been doing a fairly extensive amount of internet searching I have not found a single photograph of a soft top installed on your Roadster. Not one.
We can help a little bit. I found bows from a 1951 Morgan from some folks, and they also had side curtains.
But wait a second. Bows from a 51 and what model?
It would not have been the same model. It would have been the smaller car. The look is the same. And so hopefully these bows, while they may not fit exactly, could give you a pretty good idea.
Every reference I can get will only steer us in a better direction.
Okay.
Anytime you work with these little Roadster convertible windshields, you're always concerned about the strength of the windshield because I've seen them crack.
Well, this should have been engineered to take that. I don't guarantee that it was. There are a couple of other minor things. The horns, not making any noise when you push the button. There's a little hole right there, and I think that's where the turn signal used to be. The shell that covers the radiator, the bolts at the top, someone tried to epoxy them. There's a bit of an oil leak. The badge on the back needs to be replaced. The carpets aren't adhered to the floor. The radiator, it looks like there's some staining.
Is it green?
It's a little green.
Then it's leaking.
The emergency brake does not do much to hold the car. That's it.
That's it.
Dan may have been taken a little bit aback that I had kind of lured him in with redoing a top, and it turns out it's going to be a number of other things as well.
Okay, I know you want this car back. The weather's going to start turning warm very soon.
Yep.
Much as I would like to say you'll get it back in 5 weeks, I'm not going to at the moment. Let me see what we can do.
But you will promise it on Tuesday, right? It's just not which Tuesday.
Exactly.
Dan called me and told me we needed to get together today, that there were a lot more problems with the car than he had anticipated, and I did spend a sleepless night, and I'm really quite concerned.
But you brought me this car, and I'll never forget what you asked me to do, just fix everything that's wrong. And I took one quick look and I said, you know, not so fast. What is this car to you? I mean, did you just acquire it?
I bought the car brand new in 1969. I drove it for 20 years, stored it for another 20 years, and have been working on it ever since. When I was moving to Virginia, I hired a guy to haul the car. He got it to his house and called me up on the telephone and said, I can do this car for you. I trusted the man, and I got had. I thought the man that fixed my car was an honest person, but he really took me over the coals. Just awful. First car I ever bought.
No kidding.
Yep, it's my baby, you know. If that car could only talk. There's a lot of memories, and I plan on making some more.
Steve put it up in the lift, and what we found under there was more significant than what we talked about. And I'll be honest with you, it was the second worst test drive I've ever been on, and the worst test drive of a theoretically finished car I've ever seen.
It's not pretty. My old man said it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So,
okay,
let's finish.
So you ready to go look at it?
Yep.
All right.
I just feel terrible. My stomach is in my mouth. I just can't believe it's going to be all that bad.
In a convertible Camaro, all of the structure of the car is the floor, and your structure's actually separated.
Awful.
You've got some fairly profound leaks.
It's shameful.
And exhaust leaks all the way through it.
It's messed up.
I feel extremely bad for Butch right now. I really don't think he realized how terrible this is until just now.
Bottom line, the whole thing is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
It's not only dangerous, it gets more and more dangerous by the moment, because if you kept driving this, you're gonna have failures.
It's one thing to be given a list, it's another thing to see it. And it just upsets me so much I can't begin to tell you. Well, I knew it was bad, I didn't know it was this bad.
There's more. What we've done here is just sort of address some of the highlights. And I'm not trying to depress you, but this journey is a long way from over.
Pretty depressing.
Your dad said, it ain't how you start.
It's how you finish.
It's how you finish. It wasn't a great start. You want us to help you get across the finish line properly. Really, it all needs to be redone. Are you ready to start that process all over again?
I'm really worried about what it's going to cost to fix it. The guy that worked on the car took $50,000 from me and delivered a mess. I just don't know whether I can afford to do this again. It's my dream and ruin.
I've just given the bad news to Butch about his baby, his '69 Camaro. He dropped a ton of money into a restoration that looked more like a demolition. Now he's got a tough decision to make. Are you ready to start that process all over again?
This has been a lifetime project, and I'm looking forward to being back on the road. So I just hope you all are the answer to my prayers.
Me too.
We're going to have to finish it. I'm going forward.
I can save Butch a bunch of money by not addressing all the cosmetic issues, but we've still got a lot of work ahead of us just dealing with the structural and safety issues. We're going to start by removing all of the floor structure and all of the support structure that was improperly installed, give him a brand new floor, replace the subframe, and then remount the motor, replace the brakes, the steering, and all the suspension components, and really give Butch back the car that he's been dreaming of. We can't erase the past for him, but we can certainly make up for it.
What do you got for us this time? 53 Morgan.
Morgan, baby.
Hank just brought in a 1953 Morgan. I don't know a whole lot about these cars. It's obviously a British car being right-hand drive. I'm excited to get my hands dirty with it.
Come on, get some speed going up there.
I put Spencer in charge of the 53 Morgan project that we're going to build a complete soft top system for, but our first step is to look at the structure of the car and make sure that we've got enough to support the frame. How's the disassembly going?
Hey, perfect timing. I just got this side out. So what's the deal with this thing?
Oh, damn. That's not what I was hoping to see. Take a look at this right here. This doesn't look real good.
Right, where are we gonna mount it to? Because we're
Well,
6 inches behind the structure there.
Well, that's just it. That's why I was hoping when you pulled this out, I would see a lot of structure to tie it into.
Or a hole where the top used to be mounted or something.
Building a new soft top for the 53 Morgan sounds straightforward, but it's a hand-built, 60-year-old British car, so alarm bells are already going off. Let me start compounding the problems to you. There's not a single line in this entire system that even looks remotely correct. It's one thing when you have a start point, when you have some sort of a template to work with. In this case, we don't even have a photograph of what it's supposed to look like, and what we do know is everything we have is wrong. Convertible top should be easy. This convertible top's gonna be a real pain in the ass. So here's what we have. We have no good pictures. None of these parts came with this car. Nothing fits.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, no kidding. Michael wants this 53 Morgan to be an all-weather vehicle. We're gonna start by building him a custom soft top frame, then putting a top on it. We're gonna add side curtains with it. We're gonna take care of his long list of problems, from fixing a radiator to carpet repairs to finally giving him the turn signals that actually work. In the end, Michael's gonna have a car that he can enjoy, rain or shine. The '69 Camaro is in the metal shop. Walt and the guys are taking a look at it to develop the best path going forward.
Yo, Walter. I just took the grinder to this. It's like they didn't even attempt to take a welder out, so
This is glue?
yeah, it stretches.
That's disgraceful. The floors are terrible. I can't tell where the old one starts, where the new one begins. It's an absolute nightmare.
Hey.
I brought Dan over to relay to him how much work we actually have ahead of us.
Yeah, there's a 1/4 inch of body filler all around the pans, and that's pretty much what's holding it together at this point.
If you look right up in here, there are actually pieces of the structure missing completely. There's supposed to be a tunnel support piece right up here.
Every time I look at this car, I think I've seen the worst car that's ever come through the shop, and then I get the next look at it and realize it just got worse. You guys understand that the floors on this car are the frame, right? Look, we're gonna rip all this apart. We're gonna do this on the frame table.
You realize you're throwing me a bit of a curve on putting this thing on the frame table, because we're really mostly set up for cars that are media blasted and completely disassembled, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get around that.
Talk about being painted into a corner. We've got to take a '69 Camaro, put it up on a frame table, rip the guts out of it, and replace them, all without scratching the paint. Okay, what do you think about this? 2 I-beams running that way, and then another I-beam running transverse across them.
So it moves this way and this way. I think that's a great idea.
All right.
Can you get me that? Yeah. All right. Coming up with creative solutions for problems is where I really have fun. I bitch about it to the guys, but in reality, this is probably my favorite thing to do.
Go ahead, go up. Pull forward a little bit.
So while our mechanics are getting the 69 Camaro prepped for the frame table, the guys in the metal shop are prepping the frame table for the Camaro.
We weren't really equipped to get the car on the frame table, so I had to build a beam trolley system above the frame table with a hoist and custom frame standoffs for the car to sit down on so it was perfectly level on the frame. Once we get all that done, we can put the floor right in there, hopefully. You ready?
Yeah, do it. Using the crane as opposed to lifting with manpower is better for the car in the sense that we don't run into the issue of possibly tweaking it in the process of moving it. It's a slow, fluid process. We put it exactly where it needs to be and lock it into place. Yeah, bring it down slow. Stop right there. How's that look over there?
Good, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Drop it right there. All right. Boom. Well done.
Spencer dove straight into the laundry list of fixes for the 53 Morgan, which included a set of working turn signals. But the main reason the car is here is to get a custom convertible soft top. Unfortunately, we don't have much to go on for the design of the top. Michael, the owner, was able to borrow a sample for a different year and model Morgan, so at least Johnny will have the ability to use something that is a very loose guide.
Well, damn. We're going from like scratch, you know, we're pretty much making up the whole freaking top. This is gonna be very intense. Because usually with a top, you can either buy the top that's already pre-made, or if somebody wants you to make a new top for them and it's messed up, you can take the old top apart and use that as a reference. Right now, it's a borrowed top, so we have to give this top back, so I can't take it apart. There's only one shot at getting this right, so that's a lot of pressure.
One of our challenges is making this top stay secure at highway speeds, and we've already run into our first issue. That is the way the soft top attaches to the windshield frame.
Usually, the attachments to the front go right through the metal, and we can screw it right through, but we have glass that's in the way.
If you put something in there, you hit glass?
Yes, exactly.
The tension that's going to be on this car's top at 60 miles an hour with the buffeting and the wind would easily rip those studs right out of the windshield because they only went in about the thickness of 2 credit cards. I would tend to want to get in here and grind away at the glass and create a relief on each one and not go beyond your line that was so drawn. That you don't have holes in the windshield.
So we figured out a solution. We're gonna mark exactly where the trim was originally, and we're gonna mark everywhere where those holes are, and then we're gonna take the trim off and get a diamond grinder and route down each and every one of those little slots. So whenever we put the glass back in there and put the stud in, we won't have a problem.
The floors came in on this car held together by a few tack welds and some hot glue, creating a major safety hazard.
Makes me want to find the people who did this and kick their ass because it pisses me off and I feel bad for the owner because he's been abused in this situation. So now all I can do is do my best to help him have what he was supposed to have in the very beginning.
Johnny and I are still trying to figure out the attachments for the soft top he's building for the Morgan. There's definitely something odd about the way these side curtains attach to the car. This is just looser than hell. I mean, it actually looks like it fits, but it won't tighten down, and I'm not sure why. It's like they've... Oh, shit. You know what that is?
Looks like electrical tape.
That's exactly what it is. The threads were covered in electrical tape to try and basically build up all of the loss of metal. Unfortunately, electrical tape is not as strong as steel, and it just won't work. All right, so essentially we're gonna have to redesign, rebuild the entire bracket system. The 53 Morgan needs new brackets. This is the perfect job for the plasma cutter, so it's time for Johnny and I to build those side brackets for the side curtains. Turn on the computer, and there are 3 programs we're going to use.
A computer program, might as well be Japanese. I don't understand a lick of it.
The first one, that is a program we do all the design work in. It's drawing on a computer. We needed to design this in stainless steel because I wanted it to have strength. Part of the problem was the original piece was made out of brass and then chrome plated, and it lacked the strength. So we're gonna put these two together. The stainless will form the strength behind the scenes. The pretty brass and chrome piece will be on the front. It'll look exactly like it originally did, only be much, much stronger. What we wanna see on here is when it opens up, just a nice, pretty grid. Why the show grid, there we are. All right, so we want to, God damn it, I don't know what the
Dan catches on to stuff pretty quickly, but I'd much rather be somewhere else while he learns this program.
I'm like all f***ed up right now. I'm fucking lost. Okay, I may have to fucking quit and go do this in my office because I do all my design work in my office and nothing on this fucking computer is working right.
I'm glad Dan decided to take a break. It's good for his blood pressure and it's probably good for the machine too.
The first step in making Butch's 69 Camaro safe is restoring the structural integrity. So we're gonna start by replacing all of the floors.
All right, hang on. Okay.
I got it.
Got it, Vinny?
Yeah. Just line it up.
All right, scoot it back. Okay. Yeah, right about there.
All right.
How's that look down there?
Not good.
Not good.
No.
Are you hung up?
Yeah, does it have to go back?
Just about right there.
It's getting hung up in a tiny little spot here. If that's good back there, when I just put
There it is.
that, then that should be it right here.
Yeah, that's it right there. Does it look good down there?
Yeah, it looks perfect, dude. Like, for real.
Okay.
Johnny's built a number of convertible tops, but every time you go to build one, you always want to find out if anyone is already manufacturing the top. Well, in this case, the answer was clearly no. So Johnny's challenge is rebuild the top exactly the way our old top is, only actually make it fit this car.
This side's supposed to be straight, and that side is not yet. The frame is messed up on it, so I have to get the frame straight. Ooh, not too bad, not too bad. Look at that. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if I can take the old top apart and have something to go off of versus nothing. This is where it gets fun. The material that we ordered is very expensive, so we only ordered enough to get us through what we need. If I mess something up, it's gonna be my ass pretty much. All right, all sewed up. Let's see what it fits like. Nervous, nervous, nervous. Oh, it fits great. That's awesome. Awesome fit. Okay, looks like a top. It looks like a top, ladies and gentlemen.
The work on the 69 Camaro is really coming along. Metal shop got the new floors welded in, the subframe is now attached, and the guy's got the motor dropped back in her. Now we have to address the alignment of the front fenders on this new subframe. It ain't pretty.
The panels just aren't aligning the way they need to. The gaps are tight at the top, loose at the bottom. So the car's kind of sagging in the middle. Look at that gap now, it's just jacking it up. That's crazy.
That's where it used to sit when the body was built. So what we have to do is shim that subframe into place, slide that door forward just a hair, and we're there.
The golden ticket, right?
Yeah.
This is the gap that we've jacked into it right there. This would be touching if it wasn't jacked up. So we'll put these spacers in here and hopefully we can get it to stay where we want it.
It's completely safe because it's bolted up with brand new bushings, a brand new subframe. It's actually safer than it was before. Look at that.
Shimming the subframe seemed to be the best option, and it seems to have worked. If everything was that easy, you know, my life would be pretty good.
Mike wants a functional top on his 53 Morgan. Unfortunately, the studs in the windshield are so shallow that they barely hold themselves on. When we put a top on it and he tries driving down the road at 70 miles an hour, it's gonna rip those studs right out of the top, and he's gonna find his convertible top back on the freeway and have to turn around and go get it. In order to fix the problem, we have to cut some half circles out of the glass to allow that hardware to actually have a space inside the windshield frame. Right there, there. All right, your job is to keep it nice and cool, and as soon as I get it started and I start going into the glass, what you need to do is just keep it wet the whole time, because what I'm gonna be doing is sort of a wet grind into the glass.
I made a template just in case, you know.
Just in case?
Yeah,
you don't trust me? All right.
Better be safe than sorry, right? Whoa! Holy shit!
Safety is our biggest concern on this Camaro. When it arrived, the brakes were almost non-existent. Oh, this is special. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah.
The front brakes were functioning, but they weren't really set up correctly. Something's backwards. And the rear brakes weren't even hooked up.
Did you press that piston back in there?
No.
So it wasn't out at all. So that doesn't make any sense. On the original subframe, there's a hole for the e-brake cable to go through it. The new one doesn't have that. We want to have an e-brake on the car, obviously, so right now we're drilling a hole in the subframe, getting everything connected, and then we're gonna have to weld on a mount to actually retain the e-brake cable in there. Just some, you know, a lot of little ankle biter issues like that, and they all add up real quick.
We really did a complete redesign of the brake system. It's gonna leave out of here with a rebuilt differential, great rear disc brakes, and upgraded oversized front disc brakes.
Okay, we got fluid in both these back here.
So his car is going to stop on a literal dime. Butch's '69 Camaro was supposedly restored. Unfortunately, the work that was done was structurally unsound. They actually glued the floors down with body filler. It needs a lot of help. We started by doing the floors, the suspension, and the brakes, but there's a lot more to do. The 53 Morgan initially felt like a straightforward job. Take care of some minor issues and build a convertible top. But with no templates or patterns to go by, it's been a real challenge. We've got the top made, but in order to secure it properly, we need to put studs through the windshield frame along the top. In order to do that, we need to cut the glass to relieve areas so that we can pass this hardware through.
Whoa! Holy shit!
What the? It's f***ing tempered glass.
That was crazy.
This is... You don't build windshields out of tempered glass for this reason.
Everything seems to be going okay at first, and then all of a sudden the glass just explodes.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, this shit's everywhere. That exploded.
Look at this. We had glass almost all the way over on the other side of the machine shop, and I can see glass. It went into the metal shop. That's 30 feet on each side. That's 50 to 60 foot of f***ing glass.
If you're going 70 miles an hour and a rock hits that, the force of the wind is just gonna push all those shards right into your face, and I would not want to be the guy sitting behind that glass when it blows up.
Could you imagine that coming into the car?
No, I wouldn't want to.
Windshields are made out of laminated glass. They're not made out of tempered glass. And somebody at some point made a huge mistake and made this windshield out of the wrong glass. You can never drill or cut into tempered glass under any circumstances.
You gonna let Mike know he shattered his windshield?
Yeah, only in this case, to tell him that we busted his windshield, I'm gonna say, but you know what, Mike? It's a damn good thing we did and you didn't, because if you had broken this windshield, you may not have lived to tell the tale.
Yep. I guess it's a good thing I made that template, huh?
Yeah, all right, Munch, you got me on that one. I'm glad we had it, but for the wrong damn reason.
Yeah.
Back to the drawing board. Fortunately, Spencer did create a template, so we're gonna use that template to now create, Mike, a safety laminated windshield, and now we can move forward without a real big problem. Hey, thank you, Spencer.
Thank you, I guess.
Butch is here today to check up on his '69 Camaro RS convertible.
All right, so you can see, looks a little like a car again.
Oh boy.
I think it's really important for Butch to have a sense of trust. He got such a bad build before, I want him to see that what we're doing is taking every correct step for him.
Let's just start with the good thing. Right above your head, you've got a brand new subframe assembly. Everything up front is brand new and basically state of the art.
Looks terrific.
Yeah.
The frame is better than what was new. Along with the steering and shock components, it's comparable to what you might get on a brand new car today.
You have perfect floors in the car, but two small problems.
Now that he's seen the whole floor, I want to show him the brace that was never installed that really does need to be.
This is your support plate that has to come under here and give structure and tie into these members. Your exhaust is just in the way, so we need to do a bit of a redesign on the exhaust. The other problem we discovered is your shifter. It works, but it's tired.
So
it hangs up.
It needs to be fixed. Like everything else, it needs to be fixed. This car was a death trap. Now it's a functional car. Well, I'm really pleased with what I'm looking at. It's going to be a real beauty.
We've made a lot of progress on the '53 Morgan, but we really need to keep this process going, so it's time to build the brackets for the side curtains. This is the perfect job for the plasma cutter, but the machine shop computer crashed, so I redid the design on my office computer. Now I really want to show Johnny how easy this machine is to use.
After I finish this, you're gonna say, damn, if it was that damn simple, I should have done it myself to begin with. It really is fairly simple to do.
Okay. What's so amazing about this table is that we can take a quick drawing and turn it right into a piece of virtually finished steel, a part ready to go back on a car.
So now that's set in the computer.
Right.
Okay. Dan's going ahead and walking me through the process, and it's actually really interesting.
So at this point, we're actually ready to make our first cut.
What? Awesome.
You always want to watch.
I know.
You have to force yourself not to stare at it. Congratulations. You have just cut out a stainless steel backer bracket, and this is ready to go.
That's awesome, man.
We had to have the exhaust modified on Butch's Camaro, but we were able to install the convertible support bracket. You know, we put a lot of work into Butch's Camaro, so I'm really hoping this test drive goes well. Whoa. Taking the Camaro on its first test drive, it's not going quite the way we want it to. Whoa. You dragging on something? What we bottomed out on?
The frame.
Exhaust f***ing clamps, because we got them pointed down. Travis and I just took the RS Camaro out for its maiden voyage. The exhaust is so low that we had some bottoming out issues. The engine runs well. We'll send it to the exhaust shop, have them alter the exhaust so that it sits up a little higher and it clears everywhere it needs to. Once that's taken care of, this Camaro will be ready for delivery.
We've made a lot of progress on the '53 Morgan.
With the mounting brackets we cut installed, Johnny's working on finishing and fitting the soft top side curtains. We also got a new laminated safety glass windshield. We're just about ready for Michael to come pick up his car. I'm Dan.
Hey, Cale.
Cale, nice to meet you. Michael's coming in today to take delivery of his 1953 Morgan Roadster. Michael, I was expecting the wife.
You get the Cale.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very cool. You remember when you came in, the project started with one dimension.
It was a simple project.
Right.
It was going to take a couple of weeks. We needed a new top and side curtains.
Okay.
And then the side curtains, the threads were stripped.
Done.
Turn signals.
Done.
The horn wasn't working.
Done.
The radiator leak.
Done.
Oil leak.
Done.
That's all.
Can't believe you remember all those little details.
We ended up spending about $2,500 on parts, all said and done, and just about 200 hours of labor. So how would you like to go see your revised Morgan?
Absolutely. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is just incredible. That looks fabulous.
It's a badass yellow jacket of a British car right now.
The top looks great. It is really gorgeous.
The appearance is profoundly changed by this top, and I think they're both in love with this car.
It took nearly 60 years for this car to look the way it's supposed to look, but you guys got it there. It looks way better than I think it ever has.
Johnny kept this one real low and sleek. Take a look. You'll notice how the side curtains sort of go around. There's a little, they're going around those lines, and there's no big funky strap hanging down.
It's just marvelous. Absolutely a piece of art.
All your lights work in electrical. Turn signals.
There we go.
And finally, hit that horn.
We'll hear you coming. That's
That's
cool.
right.
How would you like to see the top come down, the procedure on that?
I'm ready to learn.
We're gonna do a quick demo.
Amazing. Either way.
It really is great looking.
You ready to go out for a drive?
Absolutely.
Top up or top down?
Let's go with the top up.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Wow. Raw sound. Awesome. You got a little bit of spitting British rain here. Just the way it should be. Wow. This is amazing.
It really is amazing.
Wow. Are you nervous?
Based on the look on Michael's face, I think we delivered everything he was expecting.
Phantom Works really did an amazing job with this.
There is nothing on that car right now that Dan touched that isn't better than it was when I brought it here. I think this is about as good as it gets.
Hey, Butch.
We finished going through Butch's '69 Camaro RS convertible, so today it's his first time to get back into his car after a lot of years. You ready to take your Camaro home?
You bet. I'm anxious to see the car finished. It takes me back to my youth, and now this is going to be the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
What I really wanted to do was just tear your car completely apart and build it back up again. We really couldn't do that because it was painted and we were trying to keep the budget more reasonable. The stakes are high on this build because Butch has already invested much of his life savings into the car before he even brought it here. We replaced the subframe, the front end suspension, all of your front brake components. We gave you power rack and pinion steering, replaced every piece of steel structure on the bottom. All of those structural members of the floor that were missing, all of them are back now. You really can't compare the car that came in 6 months ago to the car that's leaving now. In the final analysis, you ended up with just about exactly 14,000 in parts. And believe it or not, we've actually got almost 400 hours of time into this, leaving you a total of about 33,000 to do the complete reconstruction.
$33,000 to me is a lot of money.
Oh, it is?
But can't wait to see it.
What do you say we go do that now?
Let's do it.
Hey, Spencer, bring it out. What do you think? Sound good?
Playing my song. All right. Wow. Sweet baby.
It's your girl again.
It was terrific to hear my baby.
See that?
Yep.
It all works.
That's perfect.
Car's looking great, isn't
Looks terrific. Sounds terrific.
I think it does too.
Remember when you brought it in?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what do you think?
Beautiful.
Paint-wise, it's the same car, but everything else about it is different. This is really where much of the work that you can see was done. The motor is the motor you brought to me. What you've got now is all state-of-the-art, brand new, high-quality subframe and suspension components.
I'll be damned. Gorgeous. Phantom Works has done an outstanding job. The car today is better than when it came off the showroom floor.
Every car has its angle. Look at how aggressive that is.
That's beautiful. You know, I couldn't ask for more. I mean, the way it was before, it was a mess. And it's just raked enough that you get a bad feeling. I mean, bad, like bad.
As in good bad.
Yeah.
I think it's time to get reacquainted with your gal.
How am I going to feel when I finally get a chance to drive the car? I don't know whether I can say it on air. It's exciting.
At Phantom Works, we see a lot of relationships between customers and their cars. In this case, there's a very emotional bond between Butch and this car.
It's really better than it ever was.
This is a great day for Phantom Works because we have taken one man's nightmare, turned it back into his dream, and put another safe car out on the road. On Butch's '69 Camaro, we wrestled with some of the worst work any of us had ever seen. We gave him a top-quality subframe, floor system, steering, suspension, and braking systems. Everything broken is now fixed, and he's reunited with the car he loves. On Michael's '53 Morgan, we fixed a lot of drivability and safety issues. The big change, though, was in the complete design and build of a custom convertible top that will let him enjoy his car, rain or shine.